watching Color 10 News at 10 in high definition.
Springfield police have released the name of a woman shot and killed this morning. Good evening, I'm Ashley Ketz. Thanks for joining us. The victim was 34-year-old Angela Holbrook. She was found dead at a home on East Sunset. Police say the suspect turned himself in. Color 10's Laura Kennedy was at the crime scene tonight and is here with more information.
Police obtained their search warrant late this afternoon to begin the investigation at that house on Sunset.
Angela Holbrook was shot and killed in her home at 3341 East Sunset about 5:30 Thursday morning. A neighbor who did not wish to go on camera says there has been a history of violence at the house.
3 nights ago, she was close enough to where it was almost in my backyard, crying frantically.
Then Thursday morning, she woke up to police up and down the street.
I thought, oh, he finally did it. He killed her. And I was praying that that wasn't true, but now I know.
She says gun violence is becoming more and more common on this block.
Sometimes you can't tell if it's fireworks or gunshots.
Another shooting happened near this house just down the block a month ago, a location you can see from here, and both of them located across the street from a school. And Lisa Cox says this block is on the radar of Springfield police.
There has been a lot of activity in this area in the past month or two, more than usual.
And says based on the increased violence in this area, may need increased patrols.
There has been a lot more activity, so it could be an area for more watch from now on.
But that may not be good enough for this neighbor who says she's looking to move, and soon.
I fear for my safety. It wasn't like this 6 years ago. It was really quiet, really nice, and it's progressively getting worse and worse.
The suspect's name will be released once the county prosecutor files what will likely be second-degree murder charges. We do know that the man did also live at the same address as Angela Holbrook.
Thanks, Laura. Here is a look at the recent shootings in this part of Springfield. On May 15th, a woman was shot near Whiteside and Ingram Mill. Then on July 5th, a man was shot at Sunset and Ingram Mill. Then, of course, there is today's shooting on East Sunset. 2 people are in custody for a separate shooting in Springfield. A man was hit in the back while holding his 2 little girls. It happened near Mount Vernon in Maine. Police tell us this 33-year-old victim was outside of his house with his daughters when he heard the suspects behind a fence. He started to run when he was shot in the leg and the back. The girls were not hurt, though. Police say the victim and gunman had been in an ongoing dispute. The victim's injuries are not life-threatening. New at 10, a man accused of killing a Greene County couple will go to trial early next summer. Jose Huckleberry is charged with first-degree murder in the 2011 deaths of Donald and Helen Willingham. Court documents show the 25-year-old stabbed the husband and wife after breaking into their home. A pair of shoes and a scarf may lead investigators to missing woman Helen Cook. Those items were uncovered during a search today of volunteers for the 72-year-old with Alzheimer's. She's been missing now for 12 days when she wandered away from her family's home in Warsaw. Today's search included 9 groups of volunteers and a law enforcement group with search dogs. Many of those volunteers were from Whiteman Air Force Base and came out in support of Helen's son, Michael, who was in the Air Force. There were 3 minor injuries during the search today, but everyone was treated and released. A firefighter who died from injuries suffered on the job was laid to rest today. 38-year-old Lieutenant Matt Blankenship was part of the Marshfield Fire Protection District. Hundreds of Marshfield community members and firefighters from all across the state came to honor his memory today. Blankenship was badly burned in a house fire in mid-July. He died of his injuries July 20th. New at 10, students are trying to shake up state law. Some Missouri State Bears want to compete for jobs and degrees, and to do so, they want to end a non-compete clause between MSU and Mizzou. Color 10's Kevin Schwaller spoke with students. And Kevin, what are the petitioners saying?
They say that a deal from 2005 is meant to hold Missouri State back. It says MSU should be able to offer any doctoral program it sees fit. That's not the case now.
Seen the petition on Facebook a lot.
Even with a relatively bare campus this time of year, students are clicking on an online petition at change.org.
Most of my friends at Missouri State that I'm friends with on Facebook have been signing it, and I have as well, and it's something that I'm really excited about.
Missouri State senior Rihanna Sears is majoring in public relations and eyeing a master's, maybe even a doctorate.
I'd probably look at a bigger school in another state if I couldn't do it at Missouri State.
Missouri State doesn't offer the doctoral program she wants. Even if it did want to, it couldn't. You can find the root of that rule here. This wall keeps MSU history, important dates, and faces. In 2005, Missouri State became Missouri State University instead of Southwest Missouri State. The law making the name change also limits the programs MSU can offer, so it doesn't compete with MU's.
Sure, once the kids were grown.
Senior Mark Dinning says if he went for a doctorate, it would be years in the future.
I would like to see more doctorates programs at Missouri State.
The chief of staff here at MSU, Paul Kincaid, got back to us on the phone saying the university doesn't want to comment and it has no interest in pursuing a change in the legislation for the foreseeable future.
My name is Leland Booker. I'm a junior right now.
On campus, the feeling is clear.
The way it's laid out is not really fair for MSU students.
One cool thing about the culture of Missouri State is that the students get really passionate about the university.
And they view the law as holding their school back. So the other question here is, even if the law changes, how rapidly would doctoral programs at Missouri State expand, if any? Well, here's a look at the numbers. Missouri State offers 4 doctoral programs right now. Mizzou offers 76 doctoral and professional degrees. Mizzou grants 65% of all doctoral degrees earned at Missouri's public universities.
Thanks, Kevin. We'll see if students get their way. Jamie Warner is in the Weather Lab watching our Ozarks First forecast.
Yeah, we've got some changes on the way after what has been a pretty comfortable day, at least by July standards. Things are cooling off, but not as quickly as last night. 75 right now in Springfield. It has managed to drop into the 60s along Highway 63. This is where clouds are least thick. Clouds are thickening up now, though, from west to east as the next storm approaches. It's currently located in Kansas, and it's been sending a little bit of wet weather across the border along the Highway 71 or I-49 corridor here. You can see a little wet weather around Nevada, mainly just some sprinkles or light rain there. We may even have some sprinkles into St. Clair and Cedar County, but that's about as far east as that activity is going to get tonight. But there's a lot more brewing to the west. We've got a big complex of storms now developing across central Kansas, and it will make a beeline toward the east-southeast, and it looks like it's going to be here to greet us in the morning when we're waking up to go to work in the morning. Flash flood watch is also in effect for northwest Arkansas, where we could see some excessive rains. Here in Springfield tomorrow, I expect some rain and thunder by the start of the day, and it'll be with us through the morning into the afternoon. I think the rain will tend to taper off during the afternoon hours.
Thanks, Jamie. Here's another news story tonight at 10. Many parents are guilty of being overly involved in their children's lives. There's even a phrase for it. They're called helicopter parents. Color 10's Melissa Stern shows how this could affect your son or daughter later in life.
There's a big difference between a good parent who protects their child and a so-called helicopter parent who never lets their children do anything or make mistakes. But many people don't realize they are helicopter parents, and they also might not realize that by trying so hard to help kids succeed, they might actually be holding them back.
What are you doing with my child? Make sure you protect this person who's so important to me.
It sounds all too familiar to many parents. Looking out for your children is one thing, but one social worker says not allowing them to figure things out on their own can be detrimental to their independence.
There's a process to everything, and sometimes when there are helicopter parents, the child does not learn the process, they learn the product.
I think every parent has the potential to be a helicopter parent.
Lori Duncan is the education director at the Discovery Center. She deals with parents daily.
If we recognize ourselves as a helicopter parent, maybe we want to reevaluate every year, and especially as our children get older.
Duncan says the Discovery Center's rule for summer programs is dropping your child off in the lobby and letting the children go inside to play.
It can be very challenging and scary because the parents don't get to see and be part of that experience.
She says parents often have a hard time letting go.
Sometimes parents will say, well, I really want to just go in and see the class. We really discourage you from doing that because we really want your child to be able to bond with the teacher and the class.
It's important to know when to step in with your children.
The most successful parents have been those that say, okay, I will be back to get you at this time, and establish that there is a definite ending time to this.
There are absolutely times where children need to be guided, but the most important thing is to allow the child to fail and then step in to help. Teaching them how to do that themselves is the most important thing to do.
Schwendinger also says children who have helicopter parents are often less confident, more anxious, and feel less satisfaction from jobs well done because they most likely didn't do the work themselves.
Thanks, Melissa. Well, when it comes to the many dangers of summer, heat ranks near the top.
I was starting to see spots, and then all of a sudden I probably blacked out.
Our Dr. Jeanette Neshwat shows the signs of heat exhaustion and the best ways to combat it. And don't forget to sign up to follow Color 10's updates on Facebook. Look for the Facebook icon on ozarksfirst.com.
You're watching Color 10 News with David Oliver, Ashley Katz, weather with Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner, and sports with Dan Lucy. This is Color 10 News at 10. Daybreak is alive with smiles on Color 10.
Come on, big guy. Come on. Energy shots rising in sales and health hazards. How one general store around the Ozarks is taking matters into its own hands tomorrow morning.
Cars, and cars. Save thousands during the summer clearance event going on now at Corwin Dodge Ram in Springfield. Like the 2013 Dodge Dart. Stylish features, spaciousness of a mid-size sedan, class-leading safety and security, and up to 41 miles per gallon make it the most award-winning vehicle in its class. With 50 in stock to choose from, you can lease yours from just $149 a month. Corwin Dodge Ram, right on the price, right on Sunshine, Springfield.
The new Subway $4 lunch is for everyone. It's for value seekers, for spicy Italian lovers, for veggie eaters, for those who drink it all in. The new $4 lunch, a 6-inch sub and 21-ounce drink. Tons to choose from, all day, every day. Subway, eat fresh.
Springfield, get ready. The only casino known for championship boxing, televised live worldwide, is doing it again. August 2nd, Buffalo Run Casino presents ESPN Friday Night Fights. Undefeated former WBA champion Javier Fortuna battles 2004 Olympian Luis Franco. In the co-main event, former world champion Kermit Cintron takes on Jonathan Batista. Tickets at the Buffalo Run box office. By phone 918-542-9400 or at BuffaloRun.com. Springfield, don't miss the return of ESPN Friday Night Fights. August 2nd, Buffalo Run Casino, Miami, Oklahoma.
Try Ruby Tuesday's new Taste of the Islands menu. From dishes like our shellfish trio with tender lobster to Caribbean chicken or blackened tilapia, topped with fresh mango salsa, served with our fresh sides or garden bar, starting at just $9.99. Welcome to Ruby Tuesday.
Destination Assist, this is Anne. Where would you like to go tonight?
It's a golden opportunity to see how Lexus effortlessly connects you to where you're going. Come to the Golden Opportunity Sales Event and experience the connectivity of Lexus and Forum, available on all Lexus models. Lease the 2013 RX 350 for $399 a month for 36 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
In tonight's medical coverage, the summer heat can turn any outdoor activity into a serious problem. Color 10's Dr. Jeanette Neshwat shows the dangerous complications caused by heat exhaustion and heat stroke.
Well, summertime is upon us, and heat is the #1 weather-related killer in the United States. Each year, millions of Americans are exposed to extreme temperatures, which sometimes can result in heat exhaustion or stroke, a condition that can sometimes be fatal. School is out, days are longer, but the temperatures are higher. We need to take caution when it comes to outside activities. Angela Annan was outside only for less than an hour doing yard work when the heat became too much.
It was like really weird. I didn't know what was going on. I was starting to see spots, and then all of a sudden I probably blacked out for about 5 to 10 seconds.
Strenuous exercise and activity needs even more attention because heat exhaustion can quickly turn to a heat stroke. Angela's 13-year-old daughter can feel the heat when she plays outside.
Especially playing softball. She starts getting hot and you can just see her face getting really red, and she's not sweating. And you just all of a sudden kind of see her starting to bend over, you know, just holding her legs or something, and she's feeling sick.
Children, athletes, and elderly are more prone to heat-related illness, although anyone can be affected. If you experience headache, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, muscle aches, or body cramps, then you need to get out of the heat right away. Get into a cool environment, use ice packs, stay hydrated, and seek medical attention right away. Summer is still in full force and temperatures are rising, so it's important to maintain hydration. And that means staying hydrated before, during, and after activities. Avoid excessive heat exposure, wear loose, light clothing, and monitor hard or demanding activities. I'm Dr. Jeanette Neshwat.
And Jamie, the heat that we've been used to this summer and even summers past, it seems to be taking a break right now.
This summer has been so much better than last summer. By this point last summer, we had hit 109 times. We haven't done it, haven't even gotten close this summer here in Springfield. And I don't even have any 90-degree temperatures in the forecast for the next 7. An unusually cool pattern for the end of July and the beginning of August. That's what we're going to be talking about, and some wet weather too. That's coming up.
The GMC Terrain. Color touch sound system. Bluetooth connectivity.
Call Jen.
This is smart. OnStar app ready. The 2013 GMC Terrain. Over 100 standard features that make you more capable.
Now, current non-GM lessees can lease this Terrain SLE for around $199 per month. See Thompson's, your Buick GMC dealer of the Ozarks.
Try King Deals right now at Burger King. Enjoy a different combo meal every weekday for just $4.99, featuring a fire-grilled Whopper and other BK favorites. Get the King of the Day with King Deals, each just $4.99 at Burger King, where taste is king.
10 years is a long time. 100,000 miles is a long way. So choose the Hyundai Sonata. It comes with the assurance of America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. And now, during the 100,000 Reasons event, see why the Sonata is ranked most dependable midsize car by J.D. Power and Associates.
Get to the red, white, and blue sale going on now at Reliable Hyundai, Chestnut and 65, or online anytime at ReliableHyundai.com.
Here are your current Ozarks lake levels.
You wait all year for summer. This summer was definitely worth the wait. Summer's best event from Cadillac. Let summer try and pass you by.
Visit Thompson Cadillac, your Cadillac dealer of the Ozarks, celebrating their 94th year in business this July.
Hardee's wants you to get into the Ozark Empire Fair for free. Stop by participating Hardee's today. Order any large breakfast, lunch, or dinner combo meal and get a free general admission fair ticket while supplies last. That's an $8 value. Hardee's and the Ozark Empire Fair, July 25th through August 3rd.
The Super Bacon Thick Burger, only at Hardee's.
The Ozarks, where people believe in better. Schools, businesses, hospitals, fearlessly moving forward. The Ozarks, fast but slow. Built on pride. Outdoors, entertainment, where people are connected through conversations and common goals, where the only way to move forward is to keep moving together. Your stories, and we are privileged to share them. Color 10 News is sponsored in part by Buffalo Run Casino. And now weather with Color 10 News Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner.
All right, a lot of you have been watching the show, maybe wondering where David Oliver is. Well, he's been on vacation, obviously, and he sent in this photo this evening. He's coming home, folks. He's in Kansas right now, and at this point was in western Kansas, looking at some of the thunderheads to the east of him, located closer to the Garden City area. So that's what he's got to drive home through, and we're going to be dealing with some of that wet weather, I think, in the morning. Here's what we're looking at right now. Our upper level system responsible for this storminess. It's now come out of the mountains and is now located across Kansas. And in response to that upper level energy coming out and interacting with that front, we've got a nice little complex of showers and thunderstorms which has begun to really take shape across Kansas. That will be making its way toward the east-southeast overnight tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. So let's take you hour by hour. Start you off at 10 o'clock. Here's where we're looking at that rain and thunderstorm activity right now, that complex. That will gradually spread east overnight tonight. And I think will be making its way into southwest Missouri and northwest Arkansas by sunrise on Friday. Now, you might be wondering, with the last few go-rounds, we had to put up with severe weather. I don't think that's going to be the case with this system. And the reason why is, you might have noticed how dry the air felt throughout the day today. We've got a fairly stable air mass in place. So as this system comes in, I think that stability is going to take some of the punch out of that rain and thunderstorm activity that will be coming into that environment. But we're still going to see a nice shield of rain and embedded thunderstorms push into southwest Missouri. There could be some severe weather, I think, across northeast Oklahoma and maybe into parts of northwest Arkansas. I'd watch out maybe for some strong winds and possibly some hail with those storms. That will continue to spread on off toward the southeast, and we'll see that big broad shield of rain and embedded thunder continue to spread east across southern Missouri and northern Arkansas. They're 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, the back edge of that precipitation should be pushing south of I-44, and I think we'll see that shower activity tapering off from northwest to southeast through the remainder of the day. Now, there'll be one additional shot at showers, and that will be with the front. That'll be located right about in here by 7 o'clock. Once that goes through, we're going to see a pretty nice weather setup develop for this upcoming weekend. As far as rainfall totals, we're going to see some pretty good rainfall totals, I think, with this system, especially to the southwest, where there's going to be more intense thunderstorm activity. Maybe a good 1 to 3 inches of rainfall across northeast Oklahoma and parts of northwest Arkansas. I think basically a line from Joplin east, southeast to Mountain Home and south is where we're probably going to find 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. North of that line, rainfall totals will be less the further northeast you get. Here in Springfield, looks like maybe 1/4 to 1/2 an inch up toward areas like Camdenton and Rolla and Eminence and Salem. Probably closer to 1/4 of an inch or less in those spots, but still an opportunity for a good soaking area-wide. And that's going to keep temperatures down on Friday. Highs probably only in the 70s. And then behind the front, a Canadian air mass will build in, and that's going to keep it pleasant through Saturday and Sunday. Tonight, down to about 66 for the low. Again, look for rain to be moving into probably the Highway 65 corridor by sunrise. Will spread across the remainder of the area during the morning. Highs tomorrow only around 77 degrees in Springfield, but even cooler to the south where the rain will be more long-lasting and also heavier, maybe 1 to 2 inches down in areas like Harrison, and that will likely keep temperatures down around 73 for the high. Average highs this time of the year are around 90. Saturday, only 80. That'll be a dry day. Sunday, mostly sunny and 82 after near-record lows that morning. And then next week, we get back into a pattern very similar, Ashley, to what we've seen this week with episodes of showers and thunderstorms Monday, Tuesday, probably dry on Wednesday, more showers and thunderstorms on Thursday.
Talk about below average.
Yeah, here we are at the end of July, going into August, and there wasn't a 90-degree temperature on that 7-day forecast.
It's been an odd year, Jamie.
It sure has.
Thanks.
You bet.
The Springfield Cardinals had their hands full with a future Royals ace. Dan Lucy has that story, and St. Louis goes for a series sweep next.
If you're looking to buy a new Subaru, you've come to the right place, especially if you're a dog.
Can you smell that leather? Of course you can. Your nose is amazing.
You guys keep in touch. I'll get you a great deal on any trade-in, no questions asked.
I have no questions.
Once you sit in a Subaru, you'll stay.
Come down to Reliable Subaru for our annual Red, White, and Blue sale, or check us out online at reliablesubaru.com.
So, how was the trip to KC?
trips follow you home. Get ready for one-of-a-kind excitement and value with the Kansas City Royals. There's no better place to soak up America's favorite pastime. Find exclusive discounts at visitkc.com.
Looking for free checking that isn't free of extras? It's as easy as finding your nearest Arvest bank. Our free Blue checking comes with lots of features, including free online and mobile banking, and the ability to deposit a check just by taking a picture of it with your smartphone. And since it's from Arvest, you'll have the freedom of more than 240 locations and 7-to-7 banking. You shouldn't have to pay for convenience. Switch to free Blue checking from Arvest Bank.
Join the Color 10 Reliable Imports at Chestnut and 65 Viewers Club for your chance to win up to $400 in gas cards every weeknight at 6 and 10. Tonight's winning number is 200283. If this is your number, you must call 862-1010 between 8 and 5 tomorrow to claim your cash. Here's a look at stock quotes of local interest. Color 10 News will continue in a moment.
Too many Arkansans have been left out of having health insurance. But starting October 1st, it's time for us all to get in. The new health insurance marketplace has plans for every budget, for everyone. See the opportunities and responsibilities you have to take control of your health care. It's easy, it's affordable, and you can't be left out because of pre-existing conditions. You can get in. Better Health is waiting. Get all the details today at arhealthconnector.org.
May I help you, ma'am?
Yes, what are you going to do about this?
Well, actually...
Gary! At Garywood Chrysler Dodge Jeep, every vehicle we sell comes with 1-year peace of mind. Peace of mind?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's peace of mind. And it also includes...
It also includes alloy wheels, windshields, and interiors.
It's the summer clearance event in Aurora, just 29 miles west of Springfield on Sunshine.
Why doesn't it work on you?
Sticks and stones, Gary.
And now, Color 10 Sports with Dan Lucy.
The Springfield Lasers were trying to win the West tonight and earn the franchise's 4th berth in the World Team Tennis Championship match. Now, to get there, the Lasers had to beat the Texas Wild. Springfield did that 10 days ago on the same Mediacom Tennis Stadium court. Lasers were hot early. In fact, they were hot the whole night. Men's singles, Rick DeVos with the ace on Alex Bogomolov. Springfield would win that first event, men's singles 5-3. Then in mixed doubles, Elisa Klebanova and Julian Roger would win 5-3. In fact, the Lasers won every event in this match, taking the final, women's doubles 5-1. Springfield taming the Wild 25-9. They will play the Washington Castles at Washington Sunday for the championship. The Springfield Cardinals continued their homestand tonight against Northwest Arkansas. Cards looking for revenge. The Naturals swept the 4-game series last week down in Springdale. Northwest Arkansas would scratch for a run. Top of the first, Brett Eibner would shoot this to right center. The ball would get out there and go off the boards. That is a leadoff triple. The next batter is Orlando Calixte, and he would chop this over Seth Blair's head. It's an infield hit. Eibner comes in to score, and it was 1-0 Naturals. And that is all that Royals 2012 first-round draft choice Kyle Zimmer would need. Zimmer opens the first inning by striking out Mike O'Neill swinging. Then Zimmer would get the second guy, Ruben Gotay, swinging. Kyle Zimmer dominating in the early going. Northwest Arkansas would give him another run in the second. Lane Adams is at third. Angel Franco would take this one deep to center. And it's deep enough to score Adams on the sacrifice fly. This would make it a 2-0 lead, and that's all Zimmer would need. Zimmer keeps throwing BBs, gets Chris Swagger swinging. The prospect goes 6 innings, gives up only 3 hits, no runs, 12 strikeouts. Northwest wins 6-0. This game set a Texas League record with 32 strikeouts in 9 innings between both of the staffs. The St. Louis Cardinals made a roster move before tonight's game with Philadelphia. The team sending Carlos Martinez back to AAA Memphis, promoting Mark Zipchensky. Martinez will go back to starting games in Memphis. Meanwhile, Cards will be looking to sweep the Phillies Tigers and take 5 of 6 on this homestand, going into the action. Cards with a 2-game lead on the Pirates. The game honoring our troops in Afghanistan, and St. Louis would get on the scoreboard in the third. Matt Carpenter would single to right. Pete Kozma comes around to score, and it was a 1-0 St. Louis lead. John Jay would follow with a gapper to right center. This ball would get down and go all the way to the wall. Carpenter would score on Jay's triple. That made it 2-0. Then Matt Adams would single to right. Jay comes in to score to make it 3-0. Philadelphia gets one of them back in the fourth. Eric Kratz singles to left. Lance Nix scores to make it a 3-1 game. But that is as close as Philadelphia would get. Lance Lynn was on the hill for the start. Edward Mujica slams the door, his 30th save of the season. Cards win 3-1. The Soldiers in Afghanistan, there they are. They love it. So the Cardinals are now 25 games above 500, and they'll open a critical 10-game road trip tomorrow night in Atlanta. Kansas City Royals Hall of Famer George Brett resigned as the team's hitting coach today. He'll move back into the front office as the vice president of baseball operations. Brett had agreed to do it for just 1 month. He ended up working with the Royals hitters for 2 months. Royals looking for their 3rd win in a row against Baltimore. KC going into the action 7.5 games behind the Tigers and the Indians. George Brett out of the dugout and up in the suite for Kansas City. He watched the Royals take the early lead. Salvador Perez singles to center. Billy Butler scores 1-0 Royals. And then David Lowe would follow with a single to right center. Perez trots home, and it was a 2-0 lead. It was 3-1 Royals' 5th inning when they would get more. Alex Gordon rifles this one into the right field corner. Gerard Dyson scores all the way from first to make it 4-1. Royals win 7-1. They're 48-51, and they're going to open up a 9-game road trip tomorrow in Chicago.
A lot of good ball games tonight. Thanks, Dan. We'll be right back.
At Maddie Becker 1 tweets, I really want an SUV. Hashtag moneyprobs. 3 Z's. Maddie, we can fix those probs with a great deal on the CR-V at the Honda Summer Clearance event. It's loaded with standard features, and it's from America's best value brand. Well, there you go. Problem solved.
Want a new car? Get a great deal on one you'll love at the Honda Summer Clearance event, happening now.
This is what Plaster Sports Complex at Missouri State University looks like on an average day. This is what it looks like on Bears football game day. The difference is you. Order your Missouri State Bears football season tickets in time for the August 29th season opener. Call 417-836-7678 or log on at MissouriStateBears.com. See you at the game.
Sometimes families run a little cold. Sometimes a little hot. But when you get together around a Papa Murphy's pizza, you create, take, and bake in your oven. 425 degrees is just about perfect. Make everyone happy, even your wallet. Pick up a Papa Murphy's pepperoni, sausage, or Hawaiian pizza for only $7. True classics, truly made from scratch. Just $7. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
Here are tonight's winning lottery numbers.
Aw, dang. Check engine light just came on.
That never happens to me.
Well, you hardly drive.
Well, I can fix it.
No, I'm taking it straight to U.S. Automotive. You can go play with something else, because they're not going to practice on my car.
And I thought you loved me.
I do, but I love them more.
U.S. Automotive, locally owned, with more locations. West Springfield, North Springfield, Nixa.
And now in Ozark, it's corner 65 and 14. And always at USAutomotiveInc.com.
At U.S. Automotive.
What wakes up the guy who wakes up everyone else? A McCafe Premium Roast Coffee from McDonald's. Freshly brewed from a gourmet blend of Arabica beans. Any size is just $1. More morning satisfaction to love.
At Jimmy Mitchell Motors in Aurora, we'd like to thank all our loyal customers for their support over the past 45 years. Hi, I'm Chad Vaught, and I'm proud to say that I'm the 4th generation to step into the family-owned business. Here at Jimmy Mitchell Motors, we have built a reputation on more than just great deals and exceptional service. With hundreds of new vehicles on our lot and all priced to move, there's never been a better time to find out for yourself why we say at Jimmy Mitchell Motors,
nobody beats our deal.
We had so much going on today, we ran out of time.
We did.
So we'll say good night.